The Missile Man of India, Dr.APJ, Abdul Kalam. Great personalities are not born every day. They are born once in a century and are remembered for millennials to come. One such great personality that we will always be proud of is Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. His full name was Avul Pakir Jainul-Abdin Abdul Kalam, born in Rameswaram of Madras Presidency on the 15th of October 1931 and died on July 27, 2015, Shillong. He was an Indian scientist and also a politician leader who later became the 11th President of India. He played an important role in the development of India's missile and nuclear weapons program. It is an absolute honor for us to learn about his great leader in the form of his biography. Without much ado, let us start. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam's biography, about his family and struggle life. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was born to a poor Tamil Muslim family. He lived with his family in the temple city of Tamil Nadu, Rameswaram, where his father Jainul-Abdin had a boat and was an imam of a local mosque. At the same time, his mother, Ashiama, was a housewife. Kalam had 4 brothers and 1 sister in his family, from which he was the youngest. Kalam's ancestors were wealthy traders and landowners and had vast land and property tracts. But with time, their business of ferrying pilgrims and trading groceries suffered huge losses due to the Pamban Bridge's opening. As a result, Kalam's family had become inadequate and struggled hard to make a living. At a tender age, Kalam had to sell newspapers to supplement his family income. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam's biography, educational background of Kalam. Although Kalam had average grades in school, he was very hardworking and had an immense desire to learn. He spent a lot of time studying and had developed a particular interest in mathematics. Kalam left Schwartz Higher Secondary School after completing his early education and went to St. Joseph's College, Tiruchirappalli. From St. Joseph's College, he graduated in physics in 1954. He moved to Madras in 1955 to study aerospace engineering at Madras Institute of Technology. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam's biography. Kalam as the 11th President of India. Sir Kalam was entitled to be the 11th President of India. His term period of the 25th of July 2002 to the 25th of July 2007 was achieved by winning a presidential election in 2002 with a massive margin of votes. National Democratic Alliances nominated him to be president, and it was supported by Samajwadi Party and National Congress Party. He was lovingly called as People's President, as he had done uncountable works for the welfare of the people and through the entire country. He was brave and courageous enough to take decisions and implement them, no matter if that was tough or sensitive or highly controversial. The office of prophet is perhaps the hard act that he had to sign. The office of prophet, according to the English Act of Settlement in 1701, explains that no single individual who has a professional setup under the royal family, who has some kind of provision with or who is taking a pension from the prince, has the right to work for the House of Commons. This will allow the royal family to have zero influence on the administrative conditions. He had also become one of the most talked about president's rule in 2005 for imposing the president's rule in Bihar. Kalam expressed his wish to take up the position one more time, but then later changed his mind. After taking farewell from the office, he shifted and commenced his career as a visiting professor at the Indian Institute of Management in Shillong. He served as an aerospace engineering professor at Anna University, Tamil Nadu. He also lit up educational institutions like the Indian Institute of Indore, Indian Institute of Bangalore with his presence and knowledge. Sir Kalam served as Chancellor Indian Institute of Space Science and Technology, Thiruvananthapuram. In 2012, he introduced a program called What Can I Give?, focusing on the theme of eradicating corruption from the country. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam's biography, The Demise of Abdul Kalam. Abdul Kalam was a mortal human being just like us, but for his contribution to the country he remained immortal in the hearts of people. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was one such personality who died at 83. It was shocking news for the entire country, as a pure soul left us forever. Abdul Kalam, while delivering a speech for the youth in an event at IIM Shillong. During the middle of the speech, he suffered from a cardiac arrest and collapsed. Although he got admitted to the best hospital in Shillong, the doctors could not save him. Then his body was airlifted to Guwahati, and from there it was taken to New Delhi in an Air Force plane. Their president, vice president, and some other leaders prayed for his soul. His body was then covered in the Indian national flag and brought to his hometown. About 35,000 people attended his funeral event and prayed for such a great soul. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam's biography. Writings of Dr. APJ. Abdul Kalam. Dr. Abdul Kalam was a person who was not only a great political leader, but also a good teacher and a writer. He had many delicate qualities and visionaries. He always had an excellent dream for the country's development and realized that the youth can bring revolution. During his university career, he inspired many of the students through his inspirational speech and tremendous visionaries. Apart from this, Dr. Kalam was a great writer. He has written several books which are mainly meant for the nation's empowerment. His creation of India 2020 was like a gift for us, and he had all the strategies to make India a superpower. In this book, he had primarily focused on some factors like food and development in the agriculture sector, improved healthcare facilities, advanced information and communication system, good infrastructure, sufficiency in electricity production, self-reliance in some advanced technologies. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam's biography. Achievements of Abdul Kalam. Abdul Kalam was a person of a golden heart who has received ample awards and achieved many things during his life journey. In 1981, Abdul Kalam received the prestigious Padma Bhushan Award. In 1990, he received the Padma Bhushan Award. The renowned personality, because of his tremendous effort towards the nation, received the Bharat Ratna in 1997. In the same year, he was awarded the Indira Gandhi Award for National Integration. The Government of India awarded Kalam with the Veer Savarkar Award in 1998. Because of his contribution to arts, science, and technology, he received the Sastra Ramanujan Prize in 2000. Finally, in the year 2013, the eminent personality was bestowed with the Von Braun Award by the National Space Society. Abdul Kalam's profession. This complex persona was a notable researcher displaying huge and unending science and mechanical innovative work. It was he who made our country atomic in its most genuine sense. It was in the year 1974, under the oversight of Dr. Kalam, that India went through its most memorable atomic test. Next came the Pokhran, Deku, in the year 1988. It was through these atomic tests Dr. Kalam showed the world India's situation and power in atomic innovation. Abdul Kalam's grants and accomplishments. His works granted him 3 great honors from the Govt of India, specifically Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan, and the Bharat Ratna. In the year 1997, Kalam was likewise granted the Indira Gandhi Award for National Integration. He was granted the Veer Savarkar Award in the year 1980 and the Ramanujan Award in the year 2000. From 40 colleges all over the world, Kalam got privileged doctorates. Kalam's works and motivation. He was the writer of various motivational books like India 2010, Touched Off Minds, Mission India, The Luminous Sparks, Wings of Fire, and Moving Thoughts. His life, work, and convictions are loaded up with models and motivations. He will keep on inspiring us for eternity. Furthermore, this is the genuine justification for why individuals from every one of the segments of the general public precipitously show love for this incredible person on his miserable end at IM Shillong on the 27th of July 2015. May this noble and faithful soul find happiness in the hereafter. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam's biography. Some interesting facts. Let us now study some interesting facts about Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. His full name was Avul Pakir Jainulabdin Abdul Kalam. He was born in a Tamil Muslim family. Kalam was a vegetarian. In his words, I was forced to become a vegetarian due to financial constraints, but I eventually came to enjoy it. Today, I am a complete vegetarian. He was India's first bachelor president. He was very popular among children. Kalam's autobiography Wings of Fire was initially published in English language, but then later published in 13 other languages. Although the life of Abdul Kalam was filled with struggles and hardships, he rose above the adversaries to become one of the greatest scientists of modern India. His role in nation-building will be remembered till posterity. Summary: Abdul Kalam was elected as the 11th President of India in 2002, with the assistance of the ruling Bharatiya Janata Party and the then-competition Indian National Congress. He is widely referred to as the People's President. He spent 4 decades as a scientist and science administrator, especially on the Defense Research and Development Organization, DRDO, and Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, and became concerned with India's civilian space program and Army missile improvement efforts. Abdul Kalam lowered back to his civilian lifestyle of schooling, writing, and public career after a single term. He received Bharat Ratna for his prestigious work. If you wanted to be the best, learn from the best. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel.